because I didn't give you breakfast. You're done with me. Oh. Oh. Good morning, Carl. Good morning, Zara. How are you both? How's it going? The bunnies have been in quite an adventurous mood today. I was in the kitchen getting their treat ready, and all of a sudden I turned around, there was just Fifi sort of running through the kitchen. I was just like, oh, hello. You come for early service. Good morning, Minion. Morning, Annie. So far, their room has been kept sort of tidy. I've managed to not give in to just giving them a big pile of hay. I actually have to order their hay again now because I sort of got it on a subscription that was slightly too frequent. So, morning, Mazira. Morning, Rupert. Good morning, Rob. Morning, Shadow and Molly. Yeah, I had their hay like slightly too frequent, so I was getting boxes and boxes of it, and I was like, oh geez, this is stacking up a bit. So I cancelled the subscription, and fingers crossed, we've got through it now. Can order them another one. Get back on it. Good morning, B. Morning, Palin. Morning, David. I've been looking at other subscription things you can get as well. I don't know why I've suddenly got it in my head that I found like our favourite greengrocer back from where we used to live. Hello. They do fruit boxes now, and I was thinking we should eat more fruit. We don't eat enough fruit. Let's just order a fruit box on subscription. Good morning, Rob. Morning, Megalomaniac. Did I say David? And Bubble and Hansan. And then it turns out there's also like this place in Bristol called Float that do like proper glass bottle deliveries of oat milk, and also something called tiger milk, which isn't from tigers, it's from tiger nuts. But I was tempted to get that as well. Subscription boxes are so much fun, but very expensive where I live. Oh my gosh, yeah, like actual subscription boxes. I would love to get like, well, I'd love to get a subscription box for the bunnies, of course. I would love to have like, the dream would be like either a book or a stationery subscription service would be so good, but I would get so much stuff that I would just be too worried to use because it would be too nice. So it wouldn't work out very well. Keto, thank you very much for the 5 months. How you doing? But you do get some good ones. But yeah, I was looking at the glass bottle one because I thought if we could just always like, because there's so many times that we've been like, oh no, have we run out of oat milk? So if we just knew that we were getting it, but then it starts getting dangerous because morning Limewood, good morning chef, because the Float place, morning Dagon, are also connected to, which bakery is it? There's a specific bakery in Bristol that they're linked to. So you can also, good morning Cow, morning Xander. Morning from a windy site, Kevin. Ooh, hiccups. You can also get like sourdough loaves delivered, and it's like that's dangerous because I would happily get a sourdough subscription. What is the bakery called? It's not Forest Bakery. I think it's the Bristol Loaf, maybe. I have tried making oat milk, but the problem with making oat milk is that oat milk that you buy from brands is B12 fortified, whereas like I guess if you're making it at home it won't be, so I guess you're missing out on that source of B12, which I guess you can get in other fashions, but I tend to go for like oat milk, Nooch and Marmite for B12 fix. Guess I'll just have to eat more Marmite if I made it myself. We got an organic bench box when I was little, and my dad reckoned it was supermarket stuff with mud rubbed on it. I thought they've closed now, but there used to be a greengrocer in Bristol that would they would do like, you could buy the potatoes for cheaper if you bought them muddy, because I guess you had to clean them yourself. And I was like, does it work out, or do you pay the same because you've weighed them and the mud, like what is the mud to potato ratio? How much mud would have to be on it for it to just weigh the same as a potato of the same size sort of thing? How's your garden been going? It's been going good. I was literally thinking about this morning. Good morning, Dave. Morning, Avoto. Because it's really nice being able to like pop out every couple of days and just get the bunnies like breakfast from the garden. Because I give it a chance to grow back sort of thing. The carrot tops are nice as well. They're like, the bunnies have some of the carrot tops today. They've got a little mixture of things. And I guess if we were to actually try and eat some of the stuff in the garden, it's probably nice too. I've sort of just allotted it as bunny things and not thought to have any ourselves. But we were growing like kale out there, and the kale seems to be doing well, so I could eat that myself, I guess. And the carrots, if they actually grow. Who would pay for mud? Oh, if only we could grow pellets in the garden, that would be the dream. Just go out and shake the pellet bush every morning for the bunnies. Is Carrot Top Jerry's favourite comedian? I wonder what sense of humour Gerry would have. I don't know. What are pellets made of? I think it's like pretty much just like condensed hay. As far as I know. I've never really looked at the ingredients. Who are pellets made out of? Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Yesterday, no, not yesterday. The other day, I got there was this little like Bristol ferry that you could go on, and I was like, oh, I'll see what it's like on this Bristol ferry, because you never really do the touristy stuff in your own town. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna go on this and have a look at it. And they get you to fill out this questionnaire, and one of the questions, because I think they're like trying to see if they could get it up as a regular service. And one of the questions was, how often would you get on a boat? And for some reason, this question got me the giggles, because it just reminded me, it just felt like it had the same energy as like, do you wear wigs? Would you wear wigs? How often do you wear wigs? I was just like, would you get boats? You okay, baby boy? Oh no, don't fall over. You okay? You got a little snuff, haven't you? You had a little snuff. You did. You still got a little snuff? Is there someone else out there to get out? Come on in, Swan. How did we buns today? Gerry is still very sniffy. He's got a vet appointment on Monday, so hopefully they can give me some advice on how to. I mean, part of me wonders: is he just always going to be a snuffy boy? Is this just he now? But it would be nice if we could finally clear out his little snuffer. I'd love a little garden. I'm so envious of my parents who grow potatoes, tomatoes, cucumbers and carrots. Yeah, my parents have they grow stuff in their garden, and they have a greenhouse, and they'll say in recent years they got an allotment, and it's like I get so jealous when they're like, oh, we had our Sunday dinner and we had like, they grow sweet corn now and like Brenna beans and loads of like squashes and stuff. And I'm just like, courgettes. And I'm just like, I wish I could grow all of this stuff. I grew spring onions once. That was nice. Tried to grow stuff and my kitten dug it up. Oh no. Like a passenger ferry. Yeah, you get these little like, they tend to be like yellow and blue. And you get different ones. They go like all round. You get some that are just for like private hire that just go like do a little tour. When we were on the Matthew the other day, we had this rowdy, what I guess is a stag party, and I'm guessing that the person dressed as a lobster was the future groom. But we were like sat on the Matthew having our, vegan sausage and chips, and all of a sudden we hear the Titanic theme, and then there's like 20 like lads that are like near for like singing on this little ferry going by. So you get those ones. Then you get the more regular. Oh my goodness, did I still not turn that off? But you also get little ones that I think just go up and down the rivers. Like the Avon and the Severn and stuff. It was proper lads. And the poor like volunteer guy on the Matthew who was trying to teach us about, the history and stuff, and he's trying to talk over all of these blokes. Did the Matthew go along the river? Yeah, it went like from like outside. Well, for those of you who know Bristol, it's Shed, but it's actually New Cut Coffee that it was outside. But that sort of harbour front, and then it just sort of went down Spike Island. I've seen it go under Clifton Suspension Bridge before. So I think you can do like you can do longer trips. Apparently, I'm not that familiar with the river route with a ferry. Save people a lot of time. I don't think so. I think it's more if people I think it's more for the novelty and the peace and quiet, because I guess it's nicer to go along the river than it is to go on a bus. And I guess the river is maybe, well, I guess it depends like what stops it does. I know it stops. Oh, there's another place that's called Beeses, I want to say. I've never been to it. I've been meaning. It was recommended to us by this lady who used to run a food company called Miller Green, and she was like, you have to try Beeses. Now you live in Bristol, you have to try Beeses, and it's this little like riverside cafe that you can only get to. You have to go one side of the river and you ring a bell and they send a little boat over and they pick you up and take you to the cafe. And I think they're doing a ferry service that goes there this weekend. So I think you can go from, because it's quite far down the river, over in like, where would that be? Not St. George, I guess a bit further over than that. But they do, I think they will pick you up from the town centre and take you all the way out to this little cafe. And it must be like one of the last few weekends of the year that they're actually open, because we've never managed to get them every year since it was suggested to us, which must have been like 7 years ago or something. We've been like, okay, we've got to go to Beeses when it's open for these few weeks in the summer. And then we always remember when it's too late. So I wonder if this is their last weekend to be open. But I did look, because I saw they're doing this like momentary ferry service. I got a job that would have required taking a ferry to work every day. I was kind of looking forward to it, but I never ended up working there. Ah, I actually quite enjoy being on this little boat. Like being on the Matthew at the weekend, it was quite nice. It's just sort of nice to pootle along. But yeah, I looked at the Beast's menu because I was like, oh, well, you know, this ferry goes from the town centre. We can get to the town centre. Like, we could maybe finally go. But they had a really confusing, like, key on there. So it said, next to some things, it said V/VE. So I was like, okay, that's vegetarian and vegan. And then I looked at the key and it said vegan equals VG. And I was like, but nothing says VG, it all says VE. So I think maybe they changed their mind as to what they thought should be the key halfway through and just forgot. I was like, I don't know what is okay. Because sometimes, like, the usual way will be like V is vegetarian, VE is vegan, but then sometimes people have it the other way around as well. So I was just like, I don't know what means what anymore. You must solve a riddle. Yeah. It's like one of my partner's many whims has been a deep desire to live on a narrow boat. We did see a lot of like canal boats, and like some of them are very cute, the ones in Bristol. You can see a lot of them because like a lot of the pubs and such, well, I say a lot of the pubs, the Apple is at the harbour. So, or like Harbourside. And there is a boat that you can, well, there's 2 different restaurant boats in Bristol as well. There's Under the Stars, which I've eaten on before when a friend came to visit Bristol, because he was like, I don't want to go to a chain, I want to go to somewhere very Bristolian. So I was like, okay, let's go here. I've forgotten the name of the other one because it's just a fish restaurant, so I've never really wanted to go there. But I think it's closed at the moment anyway. It might have closed during COVID, but I think maybe it's set to reopen. But yeah, I can't see it being my sort of place if it's just fishy fish. Fishy fish. Fishy fishy fish. I once went to order this vegetable stew. Answer me these questions too. I went to a place for my friend's birthday a few months ago. What was it called? Oh, I can't remember. We were meant to go to Kibu and we ended up last minute going to a different place. So I can't remember the name of it because I was too excited. I was excited to go to Kibu, and then, well, I have been now, but I didn't get to go then. But they have this ordering system. The name might come to me later. But they have an ordering system where basically when they sit you down, they give you the menus and they give you a clipboard with a little copy of the menu on it. And thank you for the follow. They basically do this thing where Gibble, my beloved. They do this thing where you decide what you want, and then as a table you fill out this little clipboard, like tick how many of each thing you want, and then they just take that instead of having to take everyone's orders. So I looked at the menu and there was one thing on the menu that was listed as vegan. So I was like, well, that's my choice. Like, sorted. I'll just choose the one vegan thing. So I went to write it down on the clipboard, and the option for that, the option I had chosen wasn't marked as vegan on the clipboard menu, but a different thing was. So I was just like, hang on, I don't understand. So I had to call the waitress over anyway and be like, excuse me, what can I order, please? I'm confused. I was like, whatever the vegan one is, just give me that one. I don't mind. It was nice. But I remember it was very cold, and the only option was like a cold meal, and I really fancied something warm. So I was a bit like, oh. Kibble, on the other hand, are very good. They have many options. And, well, I went there a couple weeks ago. Is it a couple weeks or a couple months? I can't even think now. Was it August? But I went with Rob and Grammy and a couple of others. And I had a lovely time because everyone else over-ordered and I got to steal food from everyone. So I actually got to try quite a bit of the menu despite only ordering one thing myself. So I had a very good time. It was like a little taster session for me. Free scraps, yeah. It was very good. Do they have edible sofas? What, like I mean, hopefully Fifi isn't actually eating the blanket. I think she's just... Do you know, I came down this morning and she was chewing on that cushion, which is why it's up there, and she was specifically chewing on herself on the cushion, and I was like, Fifi, no, that's you. Oh yeah, that was it. My food, like, I think because they were bringing stuff as it was made, and like Rob had ordered like lots of little bits, so they were ready before my like big thing. So yeah, I did a lot of stealing. It was very tasty stealing. But it's just very rare for me that I get to do like a meze type thing. Chris, thank you very much for the 38 months. I hope you're doing good. It's like when we went to Kucha and Alex doesn't tend to want to do meze. He likes to do like, he knows what he's ordered and he gets that and it's like, okay, that makes sense. Whereas when we went there, I was sat opposite Dunk and I was like, oh, I wish I got to try the meze. And Dunk was like, our meze? And I was like, oh my gosh, I finally found a meze mate. So I got to do the thing of tiny dishes and trying tiny bits of things. And it made me very happy. Although we accidentally ordered 3 different dishes that were potato. Not that that's a problem. But I messaged Boba the other day. And I said, I was like, Boba, next time you're over, can you, me and Ozzy finally go to Kucha? Because obviously people have heard that clip of us talking about it so many times now. So it'd be nice to finally for them to put some food to the name. There's never too much patat. True. I'm a bit of a picky eater, so it wouldn't suit me. I guess some people do like to know, like, this is what I'm getting, and this is it. Whereas I was like, do an in-person review. Yeah, a few times. Just enough times to have an emote of extra curry powder, please. But yeah, oh my gosh, it's so nice. I wonder if that clip has got them any extra business whatsoever. Although, does it even mention the name of the place in that clip? Or is it just, I don't know. I would hope that some people listen to... I think like one person said to me that they listened to the podcast and then they went to try Kucha. So there you go. My work is done. At least one person has tried it. And now I just have to wait for Boba and Ozzy to be down. And they can try it too. I didn't even know where the restaurant was. Oh. It's so nice. It's genuinely like one of my favorite places. And they are really lovely in there. Like some people just complain about, they just like complaining, don't they? That clever's the same energy as really in complaining about English language and the floor numbering. Truth be told, I've only heard the clip once, and that's when we were actually saying it. The only reason I vaguely know what's said in it is just because whenever we're waiting to start the stream and I can read chat talking about it. I vaguely remember what was said. Gerry looks like such a little puddle right now. Look at he. Gerry. Did I disturb you from your slumber? Oh, I was just gonna tell you I love you. But now you want food. Just wanted to give you cuddles because you look so cuddly. Cuddly snuggled. The kebab and fries are great. Oh my god, honestly, the food there is so nice. Oh, good luck, Kettle. I hope it's a good one. But yeah, I need to try and decide what to do in between streams today because the last 2 weeks I've managed to edit a Kirby Craft episode on Tuesdays because I've taken either the morning or the afternoon off, whereas today I'm working the whole day. And I did not get up early. I had a lie-in. So I managed to process the audio this morning and do some other work bits. But I've not started editing, so I probably won't be able to get an episode out today. Have you tried resting between streams? No. That's nonsense. Oh, so speaking about... Wait, I'll answer Cal first. I think maybe I will go into the office on Friday, because I guess I could... I was sort of excited to finally do like a full week of streaming, because I feel like I've had to cancel a lot now. But then I know that people are probably going to want to watch Yogg's cast anyway, because it's going to be the fun stuff happening, and I guess if Kirby Craft isn't happening, maybe I just will go in and take part in the thing. Did you finish Tears of the Kingdom? Not at all. Not at all. Yesterday felt so anticlimactic. I was so like... Well, I was happy because I'd just been talking to Sarah and Shadow and that was good fun. But I felt like everything we did just went wrong. I feel like we didn't really achieve anything, and everything, we just made so many mistakes. And sometimes when you keep making mistakes, you get that feeling of like, this isn't going to be any fun to watch for people whatsoever. Oh my gosh. But then, not every week can be your best week. So, and I did have fun watching Sarah. But I felt so bad when Shadow was like, you did that on purpose. And I was like, no, I just really, I just can't do the parrying. I just can't do it. And then it's one of those things that, you die once and it's like, oh, hee, oh no. And then if it happens again, and then again, you're like, oh no, people are just going to be angry with me now. Dear, oh dear. Perhaps these average scenes for a reason when people exploded. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Wait, what was I going to say? I interrupted myself so that I wouldn't forget. And then I forgot. Sarah thought she nailed that landing. Yeah. 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 Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah, I don't want to jinx it. But I'm going to say it anyway, so I may jinx it. But, so, I said yesterday, both the borders and the place we wanted to stay replied saying, like, nope, no availability. So then I messaged the border and I was like, do you have any nights where you have 3 nights in a row? And they were like, yep, we got these dates. So I was like, oh my gosh. I called up the hotel and I was like, do you have any availability within these nights? And they were like, yep, we've got availability. So I was like, okay, it's working. We're going to go on holiday. And then I was like, Alex, can we do these dates? And he was like, no, we're filming that week. So I was like, so it's back to square one again. Hello, Gerry. Hello, Fifi. Good morning, Ted. So yeah. I don't know if we're gonna get a hollabobs. Boop 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 boop. Where you going, Fifi? Where did Gerry go? Huh? Where'd he go? Don't actually go there though, because then you'll both just be in the box and I won't have any bunnies to look at and then I'll panic. Fifi, that's not good moral support. She's like, see ya. Simon, thank you very much for the 44 months. How you doing? Do you know what? I might just lure them back out with food. I'll do the cheap trick. Oh, food you here. Food you come back out for. Okay. It's a little mixture of stuff from the garden today. Hello. Oh, you can hear bowls. Boop, 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 boop. Gerry, do you want some carrot top? Thank you, Pug, for the 8 months. Thank you. He doesn't want this, Fifi. It's all yours. It only worked for a little bit because Gerry's immediately run off again. Well done, Fifi. Very good. I will lure him back out with birthday cake again in a bit though. Or maybe I should save his birthday cake for after I've done his medicine because he does tend to hate me after that. So maybe that would help him forget that he's angry with me. There you go. Was that nice? Is his birthday cake just a banana? No, it's really cute. It's got like little stars on it and little rose petals and stuff. It's very sweet. Egg. Like the little egg that she hatched from. Roll itself is a leaf. Yeah, I painted this in what's it called? Flying Saucers in Bristol. It's like a little pottery painting place. It's very cute. Would recommend. So I'm hoping that I can find somewhere to board the bunnies that's properly indoors because like a lot of the places they just have like outbuildings. And obviously I'm very precious about the bunnies. So I'm like very much like, no, I need them to be indoors near people at all times. Please send me photos every day. I will be panicking. It's just really difficult to find like good bunny boarders because so many of them are like, well, I guess it's just like a lot different to, you know, a cattery or something. Not that there's many cats that enjoy catteries. Anhu. I don't think Anhu would actually want to look after the bunnies. Especially, yeah, it's getting cold, so you wouldn't want to like have the sudden shock of sending them out to an outbuilding. Where are you off to, Fifi? I guess because bunnies are just that bit more like specialized care as well. It's what are you doing to that worm? She made it onto the bookcase before. No, the first time that the bookcase was there, she jumped up onto that sofa and then she just started chewing the bookcase from the top of it. I was like, why? But luckily she's not tried it since. Bring them into the office. Oh geez. I would dread to think how many damages I would have to pay for how many cables would be chewed through. Dear oh dear. Look at you. In full crime mode today. Make Lewis look after them. He'd be such a sneezy boy. It's like poor Sarah yesterday on stream. She asked to borrow. I offered her my hoodie to wear, as she had to take off her invisible one, and she was like, it got to the end and she was like, I just realised why I've been feeling so bad the last half of the stream. It's because she's allergic to bunnies. And obviously everything I wear ever is covered in bunny hair. So she was like, why do I feel so bad? I just took an Uber and the driver asked if I wanted his coat. Wait, what? Were you cold? As in you'd actually just have it completely, just take the coat from his back. Maybe he's got a few bad ratings and he's going overboard to try and get his ratings back up. That's a point. I'm sure that there's only like a week or so to do the recording of the Longest John's Diggy Diggy Hole thing. For those of you who haven't. I thought the deadline was the end of October, but I think it's the end of September. So it's best to just do it. Best to just get it done early, not go to the deadline. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm pretty sure that one of them, maybe Longest John's, did like a tweet saying like 2 weeks to go until the deadline. Unless they're getting confused. I couldn't see a deadline on the website. Beep beep. She's not in the mood. Please don't fall off. You almost fell off earlier. What are you doing? What are you doing in there? I wonder if I'll still remember my part come Jingle Jam. I wonder if we'll all get to finally... Because on the day that we did the recording, we never actually all sung at the same time. So, Fifi? Fifi? Are you digging on the actual sofa? Or are you still on blanket? Fifi. Fifi. A snoof. Oh, that was a big yump. You sang last? I was just hoping that we'd all get to like, all... I was going to say put our parts together, but that sounds wrong. But everyone sing their parts together at the end. It would have been nice. Would have been nice. But I guess there's always, I don't know if the Longest Johns will come back in for Jingle Jam. So now Gerry's in a box and Fifi's on the toilet. So I can't really show you either. Okay, I'm a professional and nailed it. Nice. I did not. I'm gonna go and see if I can at least peek at the boy. Boop, 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 Fifi. I got so scared earlier because, hello. I, I was walking along and I didn't realize a blanket had fallen down and I kicked it and I thought for a second that I kicked Gerry and I was like, oh, I froze. I slowly looked down and was like, oh, thank goodness. It's just a blanket. Where are you? Gerry? Oh, there you are. Oh, I couldn't make out which shape was him in the darkness. Hello. Fifi? What are you up to in there? You're doing interior decorating. You're slowly making yourself a window at the back. Okay. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the blanket is pretty holy now. But this is what I was saying yesterday. I need to get them some more blankets. But it's like, there's one particular shop that I get them from in Bristol. It doesn't want to focus on you, Gerry. It just wants to focus on your crimes. Hello. Oh yeah, look, he's already made a bit of a hole here. Gerry. There he is. Soon as I say his name, she assumes that they're getting food. No. Even if you give me kisses, I'm sorry. You've already had your breakfast. A kissing booth? I can see him through the hole again. Which part of him is that? Oh, it's a little bit of his mane. He's in there, Fifi. Oh, look! Oh, you can see the renovations in progress. I think he's already got distracted and gone to the other one. Gerry! Gerry! He's concentrating too hard, Fifi. Fifi is also very aware that I've put a box of treats on top of this box. And she knows that she can't jump up onto it, but I reckon one day she's just going to give it her best anyway and probably fall through the top of the box. Nate, you got this. When you had this? Is it not exciting anymore? No. She wants cake or nothing else. Is that all you're after? You just want one tiny bit more birthday cake. Although she's actually still got a little balloon treat that I gave to her because it was her gotcha day. Don't you have your little gotcha day balloon wherever I put it? I'll probably find it in a month or so. The sound of a bunny munching on cardboard is weirdly relaxing. I mean, it can be. Apart from when you're trying to watch TV and all you can hear is that noise. It's like a really tense part of a film or something and you can just hear this. Here's his little mouth. I don't know if there's any like logic to the way in which he does this. Because sometimes he does make some quite nice Gerry-shaped holes. Will you come back to it now? She just can't decide what to do with herself at the moment. What crimes are awaiting you? I think because if Gerry's being the noisy one, she's like, oh, I don't really know what I should do with myself now. Fifi. What are you gonna do? You want to be a bunny? What, and just chew on cardboard all day? I mean, I guess it's like gives them a sense of purpose. Oh, is he back to? Oh, Fifi's gone in there too now. Yeah, true. You could chew on cardboard now, but I don't know if we get the same sort of satisfaction as they do. Can I hand him something through the gap? Gerry! Oh, he's come here. Hello. They do not want this particular... Oh no, there you go. You been hard at work? Would you like some of your birthday cake, Gerry? As you've earned it. And you do need to get through it before it goes off. Would you like to? Okay. I do need my leg back to go and get it. Oh, you snoof. Snoof. Okay, here we go. Do, do, do. Hello. Right, come over here. Let me get it out the box one-handed. Okay. Okay. You know what time it is, bunnies. Bum, bum, bum. As it's your birthday week. Now, reminder that I can't let you, Gerry, I can't let you run off with it. You do have to just nibble from it. Gerry. Because if I ever let this go, chaos will ensue. There you go. One more bite each. It's a very good chomps. Very good chomps you're doing. What's it made of? It's like banana and hay and crushed up pellets and stuff, and then lots of rose petals. I forgot to get a proper photo of it before it got Oh, I'll leave Fifi to get the crumbs. Fifi, look at this. Go into Hoover mode. I should have taken a nice photo of it. Just like Mum used to make, yeah. Is Gerry close to being an old man? I mean, Gerry sort of is an old man now. He's, in bunny years, he's, I mean, I guess it depends on the breed. Fifi's a bit of an unknown because, she's, so I mean, it's all, like, obviously it depends on the bunny, but the sort of life expectancy between Rexes and mini Rexes are quite different. But because Fifi is exactly in the middle of the like size of being a Rex or a mini Rex, I've just chosen to believe that she is a mini Rex, even though she clearly isn't. And therefore, you know, we're going to get a good long time with her. Gerry, like, lion heads are actually one of the breeds that seem to do, you know, I've known people with lion heads who have got to like 13. So touch wood, could have a, you know, a good long time with this boy. And also touch wood, again, he seems happy enough. He's still, it's not like he's just spending his days sort of just sat around. He's still getting up to plenty of mischief. Thank you, Fifi, for tidying up. You're very good. My two cats are 18 and still hanging on. Yeah, I guess it just, it all depends, really. I guess it's just luck of the draw. So hopefully these bunnies have good genes. And obviously, like, Gerry has his problems and such, but he's like a little trooper, he is. He'll still, you know, he doesn't really, he'll have his sneezy fits, but he doesn't really, like, let it affect him. As long as they crime, they fine, yeah. Meanwhile, I'm 43 and falling apart. Oh my gosh, yeah. I swear, like, I've got to that stage in my 30s now where pretty much, like, every other day I'm asking myself, you know the saying that's like, you know, something like the back of your hand? I swear I'm at a stage now where I don't know any part of myself. I'm just constantly like, did that always do that? Did that always feel that way? Has that hurt before? I'm just like, and every time I say it to Alex, he's like, it's just your 30s. You're probably fine. He's doing really well with his nebulizing, yeah. He's never, like, super happy about it, but hopefully it helps him. But yeah, it is tough. I would say if anyone is still in their 20s, maybe just, you know, write down what happens when you do things, and then at least you have a note for later when you want to know, hang on, did that always do that? You might have some sort of scientific basis. I got to that age where I can sneeze too hard and hurt my shoulder, or sleep in a weird angle. Yeah, it's like, you know, injuries in your like teens and 20s where you're like, oh, I did something really silly. I jumped off of this, or, you know, when you used to, like, I mean, I grew up in a very small town, so you do the sort of thing of, like, getting in a shopping trolley and going down a hill or whatever. Whereas now it's like, oh, I stood up and I died. It just did me in. It was just too much. I should have stayed sat down. I would have made it much longer in life. Or you sat too long, yeah. Oh no. Come on, Emmett Brain. I grunt when I get up now. I swear, my Baldur's Gate 3 character does that. Like, every time my Baldur's Gate 3 character is climbing up a cliff, he's like, and I'm just like, blimmin' heck. You sound like me getting up. Dear, dear. 2 weeks after 30, I literally jumped off a second-story porch because I thought I could parkour. Now my back hurts getting out of bed. Oh no. Oh no. That's true, Hansen. You're keeping us young, getting skateboard injuries. Oh. I feel like you ever just lose vision for a second when standing up? Yeah. It's just that thing of, like, and the first thing I'll say is I'll always be like, oh, I stood up too quick. But it's like, I feel like there's only one set speed that you can really stand up. Unless you literally jump up, I feel like you pretty much stand up at the same pace every time. I guess it's just down to whether you're dehydrated or, I don't know, got your blood pumping. You need to get angry before you stand up. Well, I had investigations had, and it turns out that they don't think that I have POTS anyway. So I had to have that tilt table test where I got strapped to a table and people watched me, and it was very awkward. And because of that, they were like, yeah, this doesn't seem like POTS. So I think it was basically just anxiety. I think it was maybe I had some sort of infection that gave me an increased heart rate. Because they say that I do have like an increased heart rate anyway, so I guess that's the thing I need to work on. It's just because I'm a human bunny. So, because they did say like, oh, like the doctor's report said it looks as if it's a mild case of this thingy, but there's no cause for concern. But I've forgotten what the thingy was called. But I googled it and basically it was just increased heart rate. Why did I zone back into? I was strapped to a table. It was quite fun being strapped to the table. It's an experience. Wouldn't do it again though, I don't think. But yeah, I think the problem was I had some sort of long COVID thing maybe that caused me to have a problem, and then that spiraled. I think it just went from there. I think I got this increased heart rate, which then made me start fainting, which then made me start panicking, which then made everything worse. And then it just kept going from there. And I think once I managed to calm down a bit, it's been okay. But yes. Fifi's doing very good tidying up again. Oh. Any more TTT? I've recorded one more session of TTT. Thank you, Nightbot. Whether that's 2 episodes or 3 episodes, I couldn't tell you. But I think of things I'm waiting to come out at the moment. Oh, there's a little Gerry boy. I think I've got one more Minecraft Pictionary and one more Minecraft session that I've recorded. So there'll be a couple more things with me in the future. I can't remember which. Billy. Sorry, Fifi she just sniffed my toe. Yeah, I can't remember any defining features that you can look out for the Pictionary one. But when I did this, because basically I felt like with TTT I was like, oh, people keep on saying that I've not been shooty enough. So I was like, the next time if they do ask me to record again, I'm just gonna start blasting. So that's what I did. So I don't think I had any more success, but I did more murder. ? In no way was it helpful or planned or but it was murder, so there you go. Give the people what they want. Well, I guess it's time for me to head off. Look at this little guy. Just a little guy chilling under my table. You're doing little tooth purrs. I can see your cheeks going. Oh, should we go to G? Let's go say hello to G. So I will be back at 2 for Land Above, Sea Below, I think it was called. It looked like a very sort of chill dwarf type game, so I thought I would give that a go, just because it seems chill, seems cute, and I do like those sorts of things. So I've been trying to not play Dwarf the video game because of playing the board game, and I don't want to confuse myself with slight changes of rules. So I'm happy to play similar type games. So yeah, I thought I would give that a go. But yeah, I hope you all have very Sorry, I thought Fifi was sneaking up on me. I hope you all have very lovely days, and I will see some of you at 2. The rest of you have like a lovely day, whatever you're getting up to. And be good. Be more bunny. Just be chill. Don't chew on cardboard though. In fact, I take it back. Don't be bunny. Don't go and chew on cardboard. Don't knock random holes in your walls. But be cuddly. There you go. Ta-da! Bye-bye, everyone. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye. Try and get closer to the boy. There he is. Just a little guy. We got nice. Thank you. Bye-bye. But Gerry's here too. Gerry, Ted says hello. Bye-bye.